there's a lot of mixed reviews in the fan base online, and I know we have our different opinions on it.
Yeah.
It's over. At the end of the day, it is over.
It is what it is.
Nothing can be done. The show's done. There's nothing left to explain. And yeah, it's tough because it's one of those things too. Because I mean, this be a very weird comparison, but I'm going to compare it this way. The Stranger Things finale is equivalent to John Cena's retirement.
Like
the way it ended,
controversy,
the way people's reactions to it.
Yeah.
That is like the best comparison I can give it, because people, no matter how you do it, people are going to be upset.
Yeah.
Because no one wants it to end. But if you're going to end it, it's got to be X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
You know, and then when it doesn't go X, Y, and Z, you only get X and Y, you're left upset and denial. I mean, heck, we had a whole conformity gate theory online. People were like, no, they're tricking us. This isn't the end. There's going to be a ninth episode.
Yeah.
Watch, because this, people literally losing their minds. And it's actually like entertaining because you see like, oh, okay, I could see your point. Like maybe, but then it's like deep down, I knew it wouldn't happen because I'm like, the Duffer Brothers just aren't.
Like that was
they're not that smart to pull that off.
Yeah.
No offense to them. I'm not dissing the Duffer Brothers. They have their flaws, and clearly, the documentary that came out pretty much proved what everyone's thinking of. Like they didn't really have a grasp on the severity of ending this properly. And you know, I'm definitely in that group of like, I kind of expected more, just in terms of like. It's not the way, and it's just answering questions. There were so many plot holes and open questions that weren't answered, and it was kind of like, here it is. I don't want to explain it.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's definitely like bitter. It's like bittersweet in my opinion. Like you wait so long for the show to like have its climax, you know. You wait 9 years for its like ultimate like ending, and obviously everyone has their theories and expectations. They're like, this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen, and at the end of the day it didn't. The documentary coming out kind of like obviously showing the flaws of everything, of how it was written, how it was executed. Shows like kind of the flaws of the show. I still liked it. You know, I feel like, as you know, I was in 7th grade when I watched the first episode, you know, and 9 years later, watching the finale, and I don't know, I still think it had everyone in like a chokehold, like it's had since the beginning, you know. So I still think it's like I still think it's a top 5 show of all time. I do think it's just hard, like in general, to end a show, because that one of the beauties I feel like of Stranger Things was like the anticipation of everything. Because now it's over. Now there's no more anticipation. It's done. Now it's more of like a reflective like season of the show, because I think back to Lost, you know, like
thank you. I was literally thinking
every episode there was like an expectation, like The Flash, every episode there's an expectation. Like you're just like anticipating what's going to happen next, and anticipating like the next episode. But now it's like there's no more anticipation, and so with that it's like there's a lot more like real opinions are kind of start like coming out, and a lot more controversies can start coming out. And you know, I liked it. I didn't think, like, I say it's a top 5 show just because of like the build up and the anticipation and all that.
The hype
of it, like that alone.
You have a show running for 10 years. It's hard not to have a hype train behind that. Shows don't go that long without support and hype behind that. And like, I think the fact that there's so many fans angry about the way it ended just proves the point of like, this is like that's how massive it got. Like
for like a show to like take 3 years to make one season, like for each season, and each season still like having as much hype as on the back of it, like that kind of makes it a top 5 show. But I do think that the end of it did lack. it did.
It was a little lackluster.
I still cried. Like,
oh yeah,
dude, most them playing D&D at the end and that whole thing.
Well, and they're saying goodbye to these characters too. It's not just us as fans saying goodbye to the show we love. It's these actors. I mean, they're adults. They're not kids anymore.
Yeah.
I draw it back to like Harry Potter. So like Harry Potter, for those who've seen it and stuff, you know, Daniel Radcliffe and Rupert Grint and Emma Watson, they were the three kids that started that movie franchise, and they grew up with it. So when they finally ended the movie franchise and that was it was the same reaction. It's like, it's over. Like, it's sad. Like, these kids have to say goodbye. Or these adults have to say goodbye to their childhood because their whole childhood revolved around the show.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a big commitment. It's a big deal. And, you know, at the time they might have not even realized how big it was going to get or like what they signed up for. And now it's like, man.
Yeah. But
just like that, it's done, you know?
Yeah. But yeah. And then I thought it was still fun, you know, like Vecna dying. That was fun.
Oh yeah, it was satisfying.
Satisfying. I thought the new kids on the block, kind of like playing D&D, like Holly and Devious Derek or Delightful Derek.
Oh, Delightful Derek. Yeah.
Like that kind of being thing was great. I was glad everyone got a happy ending. You know, that was great
for the most part.
I mean, even like I know like 11's like an open interpretation, but
yeah, and you could argue either way. And I think that's what makes it hard too, is because
like you can argue she didn't die, and you can argue because like I feel like they put in our face that like no, she didn't die, she lives in a faraway land with the 3 waterfalls, but then it's like there's an open interpretation like no, she's done. But however you want to put it is however you want to put it.
Either way you look at it, 11's gone, whether she's dead or she's did escape with 8's help and stuff. Like you could look at it either way, but and I think, and I liked you compared it to Lost because I think that's a really good comparison. Because when Lost ended, people had the same reactions. Like
they were mad
because the way it ended, but also it's like
how do you end it?
But also to that, and I'm drawing it comparison like open interpretations.
Yeah,
they were dead the whole time. People still debate and argue like, are they dead the whole time and that was just purgatory? What was real?
What was real? Yeah,
and it's like it's hard, but I mean, and again, there's not a perfect show with the perfect ending. There's just not. To me, the highest that came close was Friends. That was the highest that came close.
Yeah, and even that has like
that has its flaws. So like you can't. And that's the problem with shows. Movies, it's different. Movies, you have beginning, middle, end, done.
Yeah,
you might get sequels. But each movie, that's it. With the show, it's not like that. Like you have seasons, but it's you look at the entirety of the show, and then you have the end because a show lasts so long.
And I've kind of made this like argument, or I told you about this. I really do think, because like a lot of shows, I can't, if there is a show out there that has done this, props to them. But like I really do think like when like writers like write a show, like I know it's a lot, but have like 3 seasons ready, at least 3 seasons like of writing ready, because like you just don't know if that first season is gonna like go freaking mayhem. And then you got to come out with the second season. Like have these like stories already ready and planned. Because like when the documentary came out and they said they were filming season or episode 8, and they didn't know.
Like what are we doing?
Like they were playing real life D&D.
It just didn't make sense.
Yeah,
and I agree.
And it's hard. Like
it's just nonsensical. But and it is hard because I mean you put it in their shoes like. And I say their shoes. I mean, like in any show writer's shoes. Yeah. You might not get guaranteed you're getting another season. Case in point, Daredevil. Daredevil like season 3, they ended it to a point where, all right, season 4, we're going to pick it up from here. They never got it.
Exactly.
Then we get Born Again, and they're able to pull it off, and it's like perfect.
Yeah.
They did it. They actually did it. But
it's like
you don't know that, and that's hard to do because if you're preparing for a next season and you don't know you're getting one, then
yeah, it's very like I don't know. Because, like, I love the show. And, like, it's hard for me to, like, dog on the show because it's just, like, I grew up with it type of deal.
And it's your childhood.
Yeah, and that. So it's, like, it's that, but then you're, like, you had 3 seasons to write. 8 episodes. I'm like, 8 episodes.
Yeah.
like people write 23 episodes
in much less time
in like 3 months.
Yeah.
I don't know.